We get confused with this first one, don't we? Factors that affect participation and things that affect our optimum weight. There's an overlap with them, and gender's the overlap, for example, and we get well confused when it comes to these areas. So, personal factors such as an individual's age, which is to do with participation but nothing to do with optimum weight, because some of you put that later on, can affect participation in sport and physical activity. State two other, so it's told me age being one of them. State two other personal factors that can affect whether you participate or not. Gender's an easy one. There's loads more male opportunities, male sports available in certain things like football and rugby. Compared to dance, there's lots more female things available to dancers. There's a lot more female dancers, a lot more female dance models, a lot more female-only groups, etc., etc. So gender's an easy one. Next one, the word that you don't particularly like, socioeconomic group status. So that's about the cost or the status of the sport. They're factors affecting what you participate in. So there's a reason why Atherstone doesn't have a raving sailing team or rowing team or horse polo event. Because we simply don't have the facilities, the funds that it costs, you know, to look after a horse, to play sport regularly, to transport them across the country. We're talking of tens of hundreds of thousands of pounds if you're to compete at a high level. Whereas football, a pair of football boots and some shin pads and some shorts and t-shirts, and you're in. You can play anywhere. It's really low cost. It's really easy to do. So the status, socioeconomic status, is a good one to pick from there. Could have also spoke about disability, which is a good one because there's a less opportunity for those with particular certain disabilities or just disabilities in overall, and ethnicity that can affect the role models that you see play in your sport or not play in your sport. Okay, so linking on for that, 5B, they've picked what they spoke about in 5A, age, and said, explain, we know we've got to give a reason for our response, why a person's age may affect that participation in sport and physical activity. So an easy one, we go with age, you can talk old and young, just divide it straight up into those two categories. So adults earn more money because they generally work, so they can afford to play more expensive sports, pay for more equipment, pay for more travel. Things like golf are easier for adults as they have they can pay for the membership, they can pay for the equipment and the lessons, etc., etc. The flip side of that, though, is because adults work more, they can't play sport the way young people can play sports. They might not be able to play 2 or 3 times across the week because their job might not allow it. So to literally reverse that point, adults have less time due to work, and they have to kind of do activities that fit the time that they have available. Things like squash, where they can book a court for 45 minutes and go play with a friend, which is just a friendly game. Go for walks with friends on the weekends because they can't do it in the week. So it's all about what they have time available. You could talk about young people in terms of don't have money to transport themselves, but do have a lot of spare time. So you can flip those conversations around if you want to, but a general kind of response to that one, not sport specific, I guess, that one.